Hello everybody and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I forgot to save after the last video, so I had to replay the last chapter. Luckily it was super short. Anyways, today we're going to be finishing the game because we're going chapter 9 is the final chapter. Story so far. I have to find a guitar. What? Okay. Doesn't mention what we just did. Okay, that confused me. It confused me a lot. I don't know if I read this. Yeah, I did read that. Don Paolo. He said, I know which one he means. Y'all have puzzles for me? Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle in my head I can't solve. As a matter of the world, you know there's nothing more fine. There's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't do me to an eternal bachelorhood. God damn, sir. The cross shape on the pin board below has 9 pins inside it and 16 outside it. Remember that example, because now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside and 16 outside? This is... okay. What? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Huh? 17. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. It's a very confusing puzzle. I don't know what it's asking me to do. Oh, I know what it's asking me to do. I don't have any idea how to do it. I'm simply shocked at this turn of events. Who could have guessed that we had an imposter in our midst? You had me completely fooled. But you saw right through, Professor. I must say I'm quite impressed with your cunning. I ask you now to put that brilliant mind of yours to work again and set out in search of the golden apple. It would be my pleasure, madame. By the way, are you feeling all right? You look a bit pale. I woke this morning with memories of a peculiar dream I must have had last night. In it, my husband and I had just had a brand new baby girl, and oh, how everyone fawned over her. Next moment, suddenly, I was in a park, walking hand in hand with my young daughter. With your daughter, you say? Now, why would I have a silly dream like that? These past few days have really been quite draining. Professor Layton, I don't feel particularly well at the moment. I think I'll go and lie down for a bit. What's wrong with Lady Dahlia? She had a dream of walking in the park with her young daughter. There's something quite curious about that dream. Do you have another puzzle for me, Ramon? I think I'm gonna need 70 puzzles done. I'm gonna see if that man has puzzles. This man, do you have any puzzles for me? Okay, we'll check. We'll see how many is needed. You have a puzzle, kid? Address! She comes with really tough puzzles. No, okay. Oh, that's you. Wait, what? Where's the tower? I forgot how to get to the tower. Wait. Oh. Okay. It's dead end. No two ways about it. Maybe there's another path to the tower hidden around here. I'd argue that we've come to exactly the right spot, Luke. What do you mean by that? Look right here, Luke. There's a small indentation in the wall where one could place a small object. Oh, so this must be... Yes, this curious indentation is no doubt the spot indicated in Baron Reinhold's note to Archibald. I'm willing to wager that if we put this in there and give it a turn... Wowie. So I don't need 70 puzzles, let's go. Wow! Just as I suspected. Alright, Luke, in we go. Chapter 9, The Tower's Secret. A path to the tower has been found. Scale the tower and solve all the mysteries of St. Mystere. Oh, there's the puzzles I didn't do. Yeah, save my progress. Where's my mysteries? I didn't tell you. The note left by the Baron in Archibald's desk gave Layton the clue he needed to realize the key would fit into the wall in the north of the village. From there, the professor and Luke could access the path to the tower. Using the key we found beneath the waterside shack and the note in Archibald's desk, we have managed to open a path to the tower. I am relieved that we have finally made true progress in our investigation, but this is no time to revel. What mysteries await inside? One more page. I think coins in this room. Oh, on the screen. I suppose congratulations are in order. You made it this far after all. Of course, it looks like you've left quite a few of my puzzles in the village untouched. Well, what was that? Where's that voice coming from? I've hidden all sorts of wonderful puzzles across in Mystere. Back to the village, traveler. Test your mettle against a few more of my puzzles. Oh, come on. I'm not so unreasonable that I'd make you solve every single puzzle before passing through here. But you're sorely mistaken if you think I'll let you go through with less than 75 puzzles to your name. 75? What is... I can't quite place them. 75... Do you have a puzzle? Okay, I don't... Come on, please. Please. Rolling a 3. When you roll a die, the chances of rolling a 3 are 1 in 6. The chance of rolling 3 twice in a row is 1 in 6. 3 times in a row or 3 times in a row. I feel like it's gonna be one of these puzzles.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Terrific. It doesn't matter how many times you... Okay, yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, well, fuck. Stop. I just wanna... I just wanna go through it. Please. It's 75, man. You have a puzzle, fish, man? You have a puzzle? No, you don't. Archibald, do you have a puzzle? Sir. Okay, certainly. Let's have a look. Behold, before you sits the laziest man in the entire world, famous for his aversion to physical activity. The slug has designed his house so that he can grab anything without leaving the comfort of his own chair, using an elaborate set of tools, including a fishing rod, extendo arm, and high-energy magnets. So ordinary loafer has put everything in the room within reach. However, despite his own, there's one place he can't reach without getting up. Can you find that spot? He's gonna be himself.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right, there's no way for him to reach under his chair without getting off his rear end. Still, for reaching out personal levers, he's only doing a enough job. Okay. A round table and a chair. Oh, the perfect match. This still looks like it wouldn't be very comfortable to sit on. More stuff for Layton. Very well, a lot more stuff for Layton than Luke. Happy long memories in case. Do you have a puzzle now? Granny Riddle's village. Where is her thing? Where's her shack? I don't know where Granny Riddle is. I haven't found her in this game, which is actually crazy. Oh, hello there, Pet. Have you had any luck tracking down that little dark ruffian? He ran away. Okay, I'm like actually very confused. Where to find her? Oh no, it's this puzzle. Okay. Longest path. I'm gonna search up the answer to this one because I don't know.
here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Okay. Painting track. Wow. What is her location? Nope, not going. Wow. Oh. I don't know how to get to the shack. What the fuck? I'm trying to figure out which tool. Like I have Google pulled up. What the fuck? This phone is super slow. Concentrate. Power. Look, it's a hidden puzzle! In front of you sits a blank paper cube that you've decided to paint. You need to paint the cube so that all faces that are touch are different colors. Using 3 colors of paint, how many can you paint in the cubes? All faces that touch are different colors. Each painting scheme should be a different pattern, not just the same pattern with colors rearranged. What, 3, I think?
Well, here's my guess.
No.
I'm so embarrassed.
Oh. Figured out where the shack is.
I think I've got it. No, I was sure I had it.
It's like a 5 to 2.
How does this sound?
Nope.
I'd let you down, Professor. Well, here's my guess.
No, what?
I'd let you down, Professor.
Oh, 3 colors. How many of those can you paint? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I was reading... I was reading the question wrong. guys. I was worried. Yep. Okay. Okay, 5 more. Oh my god. Let me press the damn button. This is the fucking better than the school. Could have sworn that was a minute ago. Fascinating. What's the proof that the actor seems to have worked at the door? I did like to. Leave my room. Wouldn't you give this a good try? I'm almost certain the door would be so bitchy. Oh, that's just the part. So more puzzles. Very nice. The door should open right away. Granny. Well, hello there. Do you find yourself hopelessly ignorant? Hopelessly ignorant, you think to be stuck in a puzzle? Well then, son, you come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Whittington's puzzle shack. Granny Whittington? Where could we find this lady? Is that obvious? She's right in front of you, boy. No wonder you have trouble solving puzzles. Yes, you are gazing at the beautiful and clairvoyant, Granny Whittington the guide to the puzzle is. Beautiful and clairvoyant? Professor, do you know what she's going on about? Wow, that's not me. Why didn't you let me do the talking here? Sorry to disturb you, Miss Whittington. But by clairvoyant, do you mean to say that you have psychic powers? Can you do things like, say, take a criminal out of a crowd or visualize the location of lost objects? Sure, only if wasn't I can do that. See what if you can see the future. Okay, yes, okay, I understand. If I found this earlier, I would have read it all, but, like, come on. Oh, there's so many fuckers looking here. So you can go with 5. No. What? Six. Should I put that in there? Nope, I should not have played that in there. God damn. Back here. There's 2. 3 or 5. And then, okay.
Well, here's my guess. I did it!
Okay. I got a confused now. Never had one of those in 5 years. Nope, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any math. I can't remember. Oh, it's this. No. Anything is neat. Triangle. Of best investment. Doesn't seem. This one. I don't know. I'll play this one. I need 3, not 2. Killing tree. Well, welcome to the American Health Users as well as going to everything else. This says. What? What?
There we go.
You know, I have no fucking clue. No, I'm not. 25. No. Two schedule. Okay. Okay. What? One. There we go.
Look, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Two more. Stamp something? Oh, it's this. I'm not cheating, no cheating. That's cheating, actually. I don't know the meaning of the word.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Okay. Working line, not line, not line, no. Okay, now we can go finish the video game.
Here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Okay. Violin. I wonder if you know the thing like that. It sounds good. Oh, perfect! I'm learning the violin back at home. Aw, he's learning the violin. I play viola and guitar. I'm not to the fucking tower. Well, it looks like you solved these 75 puzzles. Alright then, go on in the tower. This place gives me goosebumps. Christ, it's all murky in here, and I can't see a thing. Oh my. Ah! My head! What was that? My boy. No injuries, I hope. Don't worry, Professor, I'm fine. And yourself? Nothing as good as rolling back, I didn't told. But more importantly, where are we? This room is full of curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor. My word. There are pictures of the villagers displayed here. And what's this? There's a key for almost every villager. Professor, what if somebody is using this place to keep an eye on what's going on inside the square? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place gives me the shivers. Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. No, don't make it easy. Oh, what's this notebook? Did you find something interesting? I think so. This notebook looks like someone's been using it as a diary. Just a little longer now. Seems to achieve the purpose it was designed for. I've waited so long for this day, but as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely. I hope that, at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this. This poor diary looks like it's been through a lot. All the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here. Nothing? No hit points? What's this? You! You two again. What are you doing down here? What are you up to? Just your own, sir. What are you talking about? I knew it. You came here to see my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniffing around every nook and cranny in the village, obstructing my work. Now I've had it. So unless you want trouble, give me back number 38. Please, calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We are merely searching for the golden apple. Neither of us knows anything about this number 38 business. Oh. Did you say the golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple, then? Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of a help to us? So that's how it is, eh? What you're looking for is on the top of the tower. Watch out, because the puzzles in the towers are harder than a diamond-tipped drill. I know they call you a puzzle master, but are you sure you have what it takes to solve them? Now, why would you go and tell us something like that? I think you just want to set us up to walk right into some sort of trap. What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not to mention it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple towards their goal. Some mischief maker sneak into the village and hand me off the fuse. But I think I've worked things out now. Even as how it's your duty and all that, would you mind filling us in? What is Saint Mystere's big secret? Alright. The name is Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time now I've managed Saint Mystere from up here in the tower. Managed Saint Mystere? You're the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too, Luke. You recall the corpse we found about the village and the keys we just saw. All the villagers in Saint Mystere are robots created by Bruno. What do you mean? The villagers are all robots? In other words, the inhabitants of Saint Mystere aren't human, but intricately constructed machines. They're robots, my boy. I have to say, I'm astonished that anyone here could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. You must be quite the engineer, sir. Aren't you a sharp one? I never imagined you'd work out so much of the mystery by yourself. What do you mean, sir? Saint Mystere isn't a real village, Luke. It was constructed by Bruno in a late Baron. How am I doing so far, Bruno? You're absolutely correct. Master believed that one day an heir worthy of his fortune would come forward. He had me build a village and all who dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he had his great treasure, the golden apple, away on the top of this tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life. Until the person arrives who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple, I will continue to protect it. Remarkable! I'm impressed at how far Baron Reinhold went to protect his treasure. It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure. Why go through all this just to hide a treasure? Why build an entire village to protect it? Seems I've been a little loose here. I've already said more than I should have. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Come on, then show me if you're the one who solved the puzzle with the golden apple. Oh. Cog discovery. The small cog recovered by Layton and Luke came used from Simon and Ramon when they collapsed. The cogs, along with the other mysterious disappearances he observed around the village, convinced Layton that all that they were doing in St. Square were robots. The disappearances, the abductions were around the village were actually the work of Bruno, who moved under the cover of night to retrieving his broken robots. Bruno would bring the robots back to the tower to repair them and then return them to the village, and none of the villagers knew they were actually robots. It's only natural that they are terrified of this strange old man. After a bit of a tumble, we came face to face with the man who abducted Ramon. The man, Bruno, made out the bad truth for us. This village was, as I suspected, constructed from scratch. Now I am certain that the treasure we seek awaits for us at the top of this tower. Professor, look! The stairs are barred off! Aha! This must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. The puzzle looked quite difficult. Well, my boy, are you ready for a challenge? Oh my god, I fucking took a bullet. Okay. Okay. I don't think that's it. I do these puzzles sometimes. These slimy black puzzles. Nope. Oh, that doesn't do anything for me. Then I'm gonna restart. Lower left for blocks. Oh, restart. Move the lower left purple blocks side to lower blue block. Left, move that down. Green block on the right down, you fill the space with the purple block on the right. Without having to move the blue block to the left. Okay, so... Is that what it wants me to do? Move them like that? I don't know. Sometimes these are fun, sometimes they're not. I have it pulled up here. Wait, what? Oh.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
Hold on. Okay. There we are. Come, Luke. You must press on. Alright, let's lead the way, Professor. Say, Professor, there's something that's been on my mind for a while. Oh? What is it, Luke? When the crank for the bridge was stolen, we were sealed in the village along with Don Paolo. It could be just me, but I feel like this wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody planned it, but who? Oh well, Luke, I don't have any direct evidence for it, but I'd wager that it was Bruno's doing. Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that? Do you remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally, Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to St. Mystere seeking that treasure. It's likely he trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we are. He wanted to see if we were worthy of the secret. That's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us. Who knows how Bruno saw it, Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paolo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed time to see what kind of people had entered the village. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to ask you about that too. Luke, we really should get started here. You can ask me your next question while we're climbing. Vanishing Crank. Bruno, caretaker of all of St. Mystere, was the one who stole the crank for the bridge. His intent was to prevent Layton and Luke from leaving the village, so they would seek out the golden apple and fulfill the late Baron Reinhold's last wish. That's half of the puzzle solved. Oh, not another locked door. If I ever built this tower, I must enjoy watching people suffer. Well, my boy, are you just going to stand there and complain about it? No! Leave this puzzle to me. Magic square. You need to solve this magic square in order to proceed. A magic square is a set of numbers organized in a square so that any string of 3 numbers, be they horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, results in the same total. 1, 2 have already been placed on the square for you. If you have patient to explain results on the other hand, not in sense. Number 5 goes in the center. Okay. By the second hint too. Okay. 6 plus what? Oh, 9. 2, 11. 9 plus 2. Yeah, 9 plus 2. So it's, yeah, 4. 2 is 5 is 7. 7 plus 8. Right? Yeah, 7. Yeah. 4 and 8. 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay.
How does this sound?
Huh?
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Yeah, 2. Okay, 6, 1, 2, 8, 8, 1, 2. Yeah. 4 plus 5, 9. What's 9?
Well, here's my guess.
There we go.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Thank you, Luke. I got it! The door's open now! Good show, Luke. So, what was it you were asking me earlier? I'm all ears now. I wanted to know when Don Paolo snuck his way into the village. It seems like he followed us here. The only way into St. Mystere is over the drawbridge. Plus, I doubt Franco would let in such an obviously evil character as Don Paolo. Yes, to be honest, I still haven't quite worked out how Don Paolo entered St. Mystere myself. But it seems that after he made his way in, he tried to stay at Beatrice's inn. Oh, so that's the man who ran out on his bill. It makes sense that it was Don Paolo. So that weasel did himself up to look like Inspector Chalmers, stuck into the manor and... Hold on, when did he kill Simon? We'll get to that in a minute. We must keep climbing. Come along. I want more pink coins. You? Okay. Konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people. I thought I'd be wandering in this place forever. Hey, how'd you get in here? There's no way you solved all those puzzles. You must say, God. It just happens in a momento. I'm wondering serious the next thing you know, I'm here. I take it that this isn't the local hotspot like I promised it would be. Oh, curious. So, where is it that you'd like to go? If you go down these stairs, you can return to the village. Just make sure you don't fall into the rock hole by the entrance. Easy. That should be enough information to get me there. But if I ask you one more favor, all this talk upstairs is reminding me of a Nazarite. Answer it for me, por favor. Stupid way to get me a puzzle. Jim, Mike, Steve, and Thomas standing on the stairs. You know the following about them. 1. Jim and Tom are not next to each other. 2. Steve and Mike are one step apart. Layton is on a higher second stage. A, B, C, and D is given. One step approach. Time is on a higher second stage. This could be Steve. This is Mike. Tom is higher than Steve. Jim and Tom. Oh, E.
That should do it.
There we go.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's go. I'm smart. Grassy, now I'm ready to go back to the village. What a strange fellow. Professor, do you suppose that man is human? I believe so. He's an odd one though, isn't he? I've never seen an explorer with such a poor sense of direction. Stranger still is how he entered Sudden Stair. I don't think even he knows how he did it. Perhaps his presence yesterday was another reason why Lena felt compelled to hide the train. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, fine. Let's look at the puzzle. It seems that we're faced with another lock loop. Oh, I meant to ask you, but a running without an explorer distracted me. How did Simon, you know? Oh, goodbye, my boy. First, we need to solve this puzzle here. It looks to be quite a challenge. Didn't have been captured by a wicked wizard in this dangerous business council. I'm third, so I will back in attack. By the block out of the way to move the red one out of the exit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. Oh, I didn't even need to do that.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Wonderful, sparkling slide puzzle. There we are. The door should open now. Amazing as always, Professor. Now about Simon. What exactly happened at the manor? Don Paolo really do away with Simon? I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think that Don Paolo followed us into the manor. That's when he met Simon, or came across him, as the case may be. I suspect Simon had already collapsed when Don Paolo found his body sprawled on the floor. Just like with Ramon. So, maybe Simon had also stopped functioning properly, huh? I guess all the robots break down sooner or later, and when they do, Bruno comes to collect them. And he fixes them here in the cellar of its tower. Oh, you suppose the noises from the tower are actually the sounds of Bruno's machines working? I think you're spot on, Luke. That must be why people began to associate the disappearances with the roaring from the tower. Don't forget that, despite his peculiar appearance, Don Paolo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realized why Simon had stopped moving. If it weren't for the golden apple, Don Paolo likely would have left Saint Mystere right then. I'm sure he was eager to take the robot apart and learn how it worked. And that must be when he decided to disguise himself as Inspector Chelmy, right? That rat made up the whole murder story on the spot. But that's not the whole mystery. Come, Luke. We must keep moving. I'll explain the rest as we go. Only 3 more mysteries left. Mysterious rumbling, loud noise emanating from the tower was the whirring of the machines Bruno used to repair the robots of Saint Mystere. It's been several years since the creation of Saint Mystere Maintenance becomes progressively more frequently as the machines age, hence the reports of increased noise at night from the villagers. Ramon's memories. As the robot was still several years on him, it was only natural that Ramon would break down sooner or later. He was hopefully taken in for a repair, then probably returned to the village, blissfully unaware that he had just undergone a tune-up. You? Hey, keep going. Man. Fancy meeting you here, Julie. How would you like to try a little puzzle I made up? How on earth did she get up here? She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny. I didn't even see the old girl pass us. Quit whispering amongst yourselves and try my puzzle already. It's a humdinger. Card order. Place 1 joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on the table. Use the hints below to determine the position for each card. 1. The club is to the immediate right of hearts. Neither the diamond nor the joker is left to the spade. Neither the joker nor the diamond is left to the club, neither the diamond nor the spade is left to the heart. Okay. The club is to the immediate right. And the diamond nor the joker is left to the spade. Spade, I need the club. Diamond nor the spade is left to the heart. Okay. Diamond. Diamond big is not next to club. Okay. Wait. Club is immediate right of the heart. Okay. Diamond and joker is not next to the spade. So that would go here then. Diamond and club. Diamond and spade, and not next to the heart. Okay, so that.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
How was that 70? That was not. They should not have that. They should not have had that many. Yeah. Oh yes, that's the answer, all right. Well then, I guess I'll be off. Come visit me sometime. Yeah. I guess you followed us in here. What? Yeah, it's empty. Not getting anything from the journal. Crazy. Okay, but we're doing this. Just like I thought, there's another puzzle locking this door. Looks really difficult, Professor. Luke, my boy, haven't you learned by now? No puzzle is without an answer. Now, we simply need to find that answer. Try your best. 33333. Oh, fuck you. Use each of the number of 1 to 9 exactly once to fill the blanks and keep this equation. The leftmost digit in the upper number is 4. I thought I grabbed 4. There are 2 possible solutions, but some digits are located in the same place for both answers. For example, for both solutions, suddenly the leftmost digit is bottom. This is the last thing you're going to get. The top number going from left to right, the first digit is a 412. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Well, maybe if this is 6 and this is 2. It's like it's 3. I don't think that's it. I just want to see something. Visualize. Oh. No, because this. No. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Oh my god. Okay. I hate the abundance of math puzzles.
Another puzzle solved.
Because I hate math puzzles. I think that's a really lazy way of doing things. Of making puzzles. Creativity and resistance, Luke. As long as you have these, no puzzle is beyond you. Professor, I was just thinking. Do you remember that picture we found in Dahlia's room? The one of the Baron's former wife, Viola, holding a child who appears to be the young Flora. Of course. That's the one! It's uncanny how much Lady Viola look like Lady Dahlia. Do you suppose Baron Reinhold's diary entries were talking about Lady Dahlia? Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Viola when she was alive. That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia is actually a robot built to resemble Lady Viola? That's entirely possible, maybe even probable, given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story these entries tell. Do you remember what the next entry said? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Viola's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its personality. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. The Baron agreed to the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife, but living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for him, and thus he decided to change the robot's personality, and so Lady Dahlia was created. As she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition. Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness? Honestly, I'm not quite sure, but I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think? I hope that they do. Not that one. Lady Dahlia. It's revealed that Lady Dahlia is a robot originally constructed to resemble and behave like the Baron's late wife in every way imaginable. Along with her grave in the grounds of the mansion, there is another tribute to the Baron's life for Viola. Baron's love for Viola. More puzzles. More tower. Let's go. Do you suppose we're near the top yet? Yes, but it seems that we have another puzzle in the way before we get there. 7 squares. It asks us to draw a line between the pins on the board to form 7 squares. The 7 squares do not have to be the same in size, but you can only use each pin once. Give it a shot. Can I use any color? What? What? I'll use blue because I like blue. Wait. Form 7 squares. I mean, you can just make 7 squares, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I mean, I don't want to do puzzles. Small squares you will make will be bent the size of a resort. Want more specifics? Alright, use the location of one of the squares. Connect the 4 pins in the top left corner to form a tiny square. This is amazing. Oh. The largest square contains the pin that's third from the top and on the left column, and the bottom pin from the left far right column. You also need to form a small... What? Third on the left. Right? Okay. This is to form a small diagonal block using two pins lined up diagonally on the bottom left portion of the board. There are two more small squares like this one on the board. No. Fuck you. Um... How is that not? What the fuck? No, that's not what I did. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, that's not what I'm doing.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right, checking out. It was quite fun, wasn't it? I'm tired. Now we're free to keep climbing! You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge and yet there's almost nothing in it. Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the cellar, this whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that is why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower is like a giant megaphone. But why would anyone want to construct such a big purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing. Ah, did you ever consider that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of the many trials that have been set out for seekers of the Golden Apple. Gosh, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's also why the tower looks so scary on the outside. Almost done with this. This floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles for us, so if we climb the spiral staircase, maybe... We'll reach the top floor. I think you may be right, my boy. Come, let's hurry. Okay. Oh my gosh! Our view was obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this here? Look, the lights are on, Professor. It would appear that someone is living here. Really? Okay. So like an epilogue, I think. So we'll play till that. We'll play to the end. No, fuck it, we ball. Continue into the house. What kind of person would live in a place like this? Unbelievable! Just look at this room. The stuff in here has to be worth a fortune. This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of. So we might be standing in the same room as the golden apple at this very moment? I've been waiting for you two.
It's you! What's this? What's going on here?
My boy, what you see here is the golden apple herself.
You're the golden apple? Professor, you knew about this? I had an inkling. Don't you see the genius of it, though? The Baron didn't write the will to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim was to find a worthy guardian for his daughter, and he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so. Yes. My name is Flora. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long. Were you locked up in here the whole time? Oh no, but Papa cursed. He told me that I should wait here until someone outside certain stairs came for me. Papa said that whoever came for me would be someone I could trust with my life. So that's why you kept watching us move around the village. What was that?
What's going on? Oh!
Oh.
Ready or not! Follow me! Come
Follow me. You must evacuate this tower immediately. What now?
Go ahead without us! I have an idea! We're fine! Go on! It's all right. This way.
What are we going to do? I've got it. Just wait a moment, Flora. Layton's theme! How does that even work? Also, why did he need her little ribbon? I feel like he could have done without that.
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky!
No. go!
No! This isn't over yet, Layton! Just you wait! One day, I will have my revenge on you!
Okay, dude.
Hold tight!
Wow. Thank goodness you're alright, Professor. Don Paolo's flying contraption was something else. I really thought we were done for back there. Yes, it was a bit unnerving. But he also provided us with the answer to one of our ongoing mysteries. Do you remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Reinhold Manor? The one that spooked Claudia? Oh, so that must have been the noise. You've put it together. The racket was likely Don Paolo's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, then we now know the approximate time of Don Paolo's entrance into St. Mystere. That makes perfect sense. So it follows that Franco wouldn't have noticed Don Paolo's entrance. So if Flora is the golden apple that everyone's been looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dolly and the others were chasing never existed in the first place. No, I'm fairly certain they weren't mistaken. I do believe a fortune is hidden somewhere within the village. But the Baron would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know to look. You mean that Flora knows where the treasure is hidden? I'm sorry, but I don't know about a treasure or anything like that. Let's head back to Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear everything up there. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Professor, do you really think the treasure could be located here? Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune. But I've already looked at it. If we solve the mystery, Luke, I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. Touch the painting where the golden apple is hidden. I remember now, it's right here. Aha! A hidden switch. The switch seems to have activated the wall. I think that Reinhold Manor had the secret behind this painting all along. It looks like there's a passage that leads further in. Oh. Let's see where this passage goes. Oh my goodness, look at this place. I had no idea. Now how in the world did you know that the switch was hidden in the painting? Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians for his only daughter. You saw too, did you not? That peculiar mark on her neck that only appeared once she laughed. In other words, Baron Reinhold set out one last requirement for the potential inheritor to his fortune. He wanted someone who could make Flora smile again after losing those tears to her. That person, and that person alone, would Baron Reinhold reveal the location of his actual fortune. That's unbelievable, Professor! But it all makes sense now! Flora, my little Flora. Where's that voice coming from? Laura, you've made it here at last. What voice? Papa, is that you? Papa! My dear Flora, as the village watched over you as I would have, I built St. Mystere for you so that you would never have to know true loneliness. Well, to be fair, Bruno did the actual building, but that's beside the point. In any case, if you've come this far, I suppose it's safe to assume my plan is a success. My greatest regret is that I'm not there to see you become a young woman. But please note that I want nothing more than for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give you that or not, it's up to you, I suppose. And you who found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartiest congratulations. If you could make it through the barrage of puzzles I set before you, I imagine a person of your abilities has already caught on, but allow me to reveal St. Mystere's secret. The secret of St. Mystere? Recently, I was told by my physician that I don't have much time left on this earth. I couldn't come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in the world torments me. This is why I've commissioned Bruno to construct St. Mystere. At least this way she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture out into the world again, outside world. Streets and buildings are the bones of the village, but its heart is the people who live in it. This is why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here, as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked Matthew to make news of my death public only once Flora has grown past childhood. So, stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. Equally important to me is finding someone to whom I can entrust both my daughter and my fortune. This is why the inhabitants of St. Mystere are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. If you've made it this far, it must mean that you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I am confident that you will take good care of my fortune and Flora. This is why everything in this room, the hope of my fortune, belongs to you now. When you remove it from here, St. Mystere will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into a deep sleep from which they are never to be awakened. Now wait just a minute, is he saying that if we take the treasure, all of St. Mystere will just disappear? I honestly don't know the answer to that question, Luke. But it's possible that St. Mystere is designed to shut down the instant we lay our hand on the treasure. So if that happens, everyone will just stop? Just like puppets with their strings out? I leave it to you, brave traveller. Draw the curtain on St. Mystere and lay this lifeless village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now. Oh, Papa. I can't believe it! If we even touch this treasure, all of St. Mystere will just grind to a halt. Flora, by right, this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it. I don't want it. But why ever not, my dear? The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as this village is, it's watched me grow up. Curious village? What? I want St. Mystere, my village, to stay just as it is, forever. I see. Then so it shall be. But what of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village? I... Wowza. Are you sure this is quite alright, my lady? Certainly. If leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile.
Goodbye then, little village. Cool. What an astonishing village that was,
Core.
Professor.
What does core
Does
mean?
this mean you'll be gracing the front pages of the London papers again sometime soon?
No, look. St. Mastel's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You see, my dear boy, we don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
Oh. Cows. Puzzle master. Fluid puzzle. I do like this game. But it's kind of interesting. I don't like how everything is revealed like that at the very end. Like, I know that it's par for the course, but like, I don't know. It could have been more interesting how it was all revealed instead of Layton expositioning to Luke while they climb a tower. And also, like, couldn't Bruno have just, like, not, yeah, Bruno, that's his name, right? That guy right there. His name's Bruno, right? Couldn't he have just taken care of Flora? Like, Baron Reinhold entrusted him enough to build an entire town and its inhabitants for his daughter, but not enough for him to take care of his daughter. It's just kind of weird, don't you think? Strange man, strange fellow. Aboy, Shura, Kosuke, Uemaru, Uemura. European localization manager of Andy Fair. Jan Heitzmeyer? I don't know. UK, Patrick Steele, Nick Ziegler, Veronica Hoffman, Michael Hessinger, Manuel Garden, Lauren, I don't know what that is. Vic Adler, okay. No A testing? No, it's not what it is, but the NA testing. PA works, PA works, Direction Third, Masakazu Hashimoto, Animation Design, Yasunori Miyazawa, Kosuke Kawatsura, I think Toshihisa Kaya? What? An N? An L? Or is that an I? I cannot tell. It was probably an I. It looked like an L from there. Mission 2 things. Yukiko Mita. Yuka Sato. Hiromi Makino. Asuka Kojima. Fuji. 3D CG. Where is the CG? Probably power machine. And the explosion, maybe. Background, green. Layton sing, I love this instinct, it's so good. What the fuck is why you run such a tummies? Mask, fed face, whatever. I love Layton sing. It's such a good thing. Christopher Miller, Luke, Maria Darling. Those are the only two people who did voice work. That on the side, Why was nobody else what's it called? Nobody else credited. It's Xiaomi, Paolo, they had voices. Dahlia Cora had a voice. Yeah, Simon had a voice too. I'm pretty sure. And so did the other Reinhold. Oh, eh. Produced in cooperation with Taga Ikea Research Institute. Wow, incorporated. Tokushima Tono. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Nintendo Corporation Company. LTD. LTD. I don't know what the fuck that was. But they not to be. Cocaine, drugs. The end. All rights, including copyrights of games and era music program, reserved by Level 5. Copyright 2007 2008. Level 5 Inc. To be continued. Though you've reached the story's end, Professor Layton, the Curious Village, is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? Precisely 100 puzzles hidden throughout the village, so why not try and complete every puzzle? Also, be sure to check the bonuses section. Fulfill certain conditions to unlock more bonus content. Game will save now. When you continue, resume play at the top of the tower. Yes. Hey, Golden Layton. Oh, it's just taking me right back here. I want to see if I can read the journal entries and mysteries. First, I want to see what's in bonuses. Top secret. Oh, hidden door. The password from the next game. Why do you have that sprite here? That sprite doesn't exist yet. That sprite didn't exist yet. Okay. No, but I do want to see if the stuff is there. It's gonna give a story so far, or just throw me in there. After a long search, Luke and Professor Layton finally gain access to the tower. Inside, they learn the truth behind the village of St. Mystere and Ramon's abduction. Still reeling from this strange turn of events, the two climb the tower in search of the Golden Apple. Will the daring pair finally find the truth they seek at the top of the tower? Aha! It does. Noise at the manor. The noise that shook the mansion and scared off Claudia was caused by Don Paolo's flying machine, making an emergency crash landing in St. Mystere. The Golden Apple turned out to be Flora, the daughter of Baron Reinhold. The name and legend of surrounding the Golden Apple were created by the Baron to help him find a suitable guardian for his daughter. The real Golden Apple. After seemingly endless climb and several trying puzzles, we've at long last reached the top floor. Awaiting our arrival, there was Flora, the Baron's daughter, and the true Golden Apple. It seems that in accordance with her father's wishes, she has been living quietly in this tower and waiting for Luke and I to reach the top. With the secrets of Saint Mystere finally brought to light, I think Luke has begun to doubt whether there really was a fortune to be found in the first place. But I still believe in its existence, and, unless I'm mistaken, the Baron has hidden it somewhere right under our noses. Well, that was Professor Layton of the Curious Village. Next time, we'll be starting the next Layton game, Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. Until then, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!